So it seems that Swedish publisher and developer Paradox Interactive has scooped up Harebrained Schemes after what appears to be a successful launch of Battletech. This is a press release from Paradox Interactive themselves and stating the following. Paradox Interactive, a global publisher and developer of interactive entertainment, today announced that it entered an agreement to acquire 100% of shares in Harebrained Holdings Inc., sole owner of Harebrained Schemes LLC, from Harebrained Bag of Holding Inc. Paradox pays a fixed purchase price of $7.5 million at the time of acquisition, plus an additional purchase price corresponding to 25% of the acquired business's earnings before publishing costs over the next 5 years, to the extent such earnings exceed the fixed purchase price. The deal is expected to close Thursday, June 7th, 2018. What does this mean? Well, first, some information on these two companies. One, Paradox Interactive. These are both publishers and developers. They develop games like Crusader Kings, Europa Universalis, Stellaris, a lot of those big grand strategy games you see on PC. But they also publish things too. They published the first Pillars of Eternity, Battletech, which is probably why this is getting gobbled up, why they're picking up Harebrained Schemes, amongst a couple other things. You can take a look at their catalog. They seem to be pretty solid as far as development goes, but when it comes to behind the scenes stuff, I just have no idea, so I can't speak for companies or anything like that. But they seem like a decent sort. What does this overall mean? Well, it means that Harebrained Schemes as an independent entity really doesn't exist anymore. They are now an independent, they are now a in-house developer for Paradox. Think Visceral's games in EA, or Maxis in EA, or Eidos and Square, things like that. There are some good and bad with this. The bad, we'll just go ahead and get that out of the way. That means that Harebrained Schemes does have overlords to answer to now, beyond Jordan Wiseman and the other guys that were at the top of that company. It means that they might have some outside influences pushing their thumbs on the scales to make them do what's best for marketing interests as opposed to what their vision might be. Does that mean that is going to happen? Not necessarily, but it could, and it's something we have to watch out for. The good that comes from this, however, is that means Harebrained Schemes gets access to all of Paradox's Interactive's marketing and distribution arms. They can focus more on developing games and cranking stuff out, as their owners focus on the menial side of game development. So, in other words, they don't have to waste resources trying to get word of whatever they're working on next out. I don't know how I feel about this yet as a 100% sure thing, but for the most part, I think this is a good merger because of what I was stating there. I really like a lot of what Harebrained Schemes does. They did Battletech recently, which is a fun game, has a couple glitches, but it's entertaining. Shadowrun Returns, which I thought was fantastic. And they had a couple misses here and there too. For example, Necropolis, not so great. And their board game idea of Golem Arcana, while really cool, was a little upfront heavy on the costs and was kind of clunky. But cool idea if you want to take a look at it. Just never really took off. It's kind of a Toys to Life board game, if that makes sense. The bottom right here kind of gives a better idea of how things are going to change up some from the press release. Harebrained Schemes will continue to operate with its own internal management and creative teams, designing and developing the games that have earned them their outstanding reputation. In their new role as a division of Paradox Interactive, the studio will gain access to business and distribution expertise, financial support, and an extended colleague network of strategy enthusiasts. Fans of Harebrained Schemes can count on the community involvement and visibility that has always provided. For more information, blah, 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 visit that below. This is them essentially summing up what I was mentioning earlier. They're going to get access to their distribution centers, their marketing teams, extra financial support in case they want to push something out with a little bit more features and polish than their games tend to be known for. And they also have additional backup from other owned studios by Paradox to go, hey, this isn't quite working out well for us. Do you guys have a solution to how we can make this work? A lot of good could come from this, but a lot of, like I said, you got to just watch out for the too many fingers in a pie, too many chefs in the kitchen kind of thing. I don't think that's going to happen here. And overall, I think this is a cool idea. So either way, congratulations, Harebrained Schemes. It looks like Battletech really paid off for you to the tune of $7.5 million plus extras over the next 5 years. I'm glad to see it being successful, because if Battletech wasn't a success, you can probably guarantee this deal didn't go through. But I'm not any financial or legal expert, so what the hell do I know? I'm just the guy at the microphone, right? But I'm kind of jazzed for this. So we'll see if good things come from this. Hopefully we get a faster release schedule and some stuff, because they can devote more time and effort to the games rather than all the extraneous bullshit that goes along with it. But we'll definitely see. Thanks for watching.